All right, we're in round 1. We're going to mull this. I think we can do better than that. All right, well, we got 4 lands and a Whirler Rogue. What more do you need? Do we have double white first or double blue? I guess it doesn't matter. Simply does not matter. All right. Bit of a threat there. Hey, at least we got a solid 3 and 4 play. Yes, I just said 4 play. What do we got? Deadbridge Shaman? Oh, this guy is getting aggressive. All right, I still feel good about the Whirler Rogue play. I don't even have to... Well, that's a good draw. Let's go Knight here, of course. I might just take a bash for 5 here. Yeah, if he attacks, I'll probably just strike back. Yeah, we're taking it. Whirler Rogue next turn is going to be huge. Like, getting this Knight online, basically, is going to let us block these rogues, or goblins, rather. And getting a Whirler Rogue here is just huge. Next turn, I can play a regular and leave up Enshrouding Mist, too, which I think is going to be really good. All right, Foundry is actually something to be concerned about, for sure. All right, so I think the plan is just... This gets up to a 3/3, but I think that's actually okay. We just go block there, double block here. And he gets 2 things killed, but we kill 2 of his guys. We only take 2. Wait, why did... What did I miss? Why did... Oh, I was going to say, why did all my guys die? But they were just covered up by the thinger. Definitely want to get rid of blue now since we have the irregular. Ooh, disperse is good too. So, interesting options here. I can swing for... One card left in my opponent's hand. I kind of feel like I want to swing for 5 here. And then play a regular and leave up Enshrouding Mist. It brings him to 12. And it still gives me a combat trick to maybe block his Cullblade with. And maybe keeps his Shambling Ghoul back. And if I can untap and leave up an irregular plus a disperse, I feel like I'll be in pretty good shape. So if he has removal, I'm hoping it's just burn. If it's not burn, could be in a little bit of trouble. All right, that's actually just fine. I mean, it's not great because he's still at a fairly healthy life total, but us having a combat trick and a quasi removal spell for this Cull Blade is kind of nice. Chandra. It's pretty good. Still doesn't have a very good attack, though. Especially since he's tapped out. So I think we just block Husk. He sacks Ghoul. I use Mist. And then I have Disperse for this. If he doesn't sack Ghoul, we just get a Husk off the board. All right, he did sack it, so we'll let that resolve. Protect our guy. Take 3. We've got the Disperse, like I said. And so close to lethal on Crackback, too, which is just insane. I think we just swing for the fences here. So I can Disperse plus tap 2 guys down. That's the best play he's got. I'm feeling pretty good, actually. So I think we actually just have him dead. Like, he's tapped out. He can't even... This can only deal it to a player, too. It's interesting. Does he have, like, land spell? I'm just going to Disperse it, because that's a weird attack. Card is so good. Oh my god. All right. So black red, we see Husk. I have to assume there's some active treasons in there, but his deck looks good. Pretty aggressive. He's probably aggressive enough where I likely want to drop like suppression bonds and bring in the early blocks. Like even bringing in bonded construct seems fine. Like, construct over scab I kind of like. Because do we have any spell mastery cards in here? I actually don't think we do. So I would rather just have a 2/1 on turn 1 than a 2/1 on turn 2 that can attack with, that has to mill me too. But it can attack with impunity, I guess. Maritime Guard might actually be, maybe that's the one I want actually. Let me think about this. Maritime Guard blocks, yeah, actually, yeah, that's way better. He has Shambling Ghouls, so Maritime Guard can block that, block those and buy me time better. I think that actually makes sense. It's kind of a weird change, like taking out a better card for a worse card, but I think this card's actually just straight up better in this match. Even Hydrolash seems like a nice potential combat trick, but let's not get carried away. Let's just take out one of our more clunky removal spells for a nice cheap blocker and see if that works okay for us. Yeah, it sounds fine actually. We have Sigiled Starfish for early blocks. We've got some flyers and beaters potentially. No 2-drops, pretty nice. Land is very nice. So next turn we go... Well, we've got some options, actually. We can go Thief. I'm not sure Thief's going to get in. Kind of want to go Drake into Aeronaut into Wyvern, maybe? Could see that. Well, now Thief seems like fine option. I'm trying to think what I want to do here, actually. If I go Thief, maybe it keeps his Shaman at bay. But I can't pump it. I'm trying to think if I want to be the beatdowner. I mean, none of my guys can block the Shaman without trading. If I go Drake, Aeronaut, Wyvern, see how that turn progression works. Otherwise, I go Thief, but it just seems so likely he's got a creature next turn. I'm going to go Drake. Next turn, having Aeronaut also might keep his Shaman at bay. Like I said, I think it just seems likely enough he's got a blocker for Thief where, since I don't have any tricks in my hand, I'd rather just have something that almost guaranteed gets in. All right, Husk is pretty acceptable. We'll take our 3. We're going to scry at the end of his turn, of course. Topan Freeblade. How good is Freeblade here? It's not insane. I'm trying to think what I would rather have. What I'd rather have. Yeah, we've got actually better stuff, I think. Okay. So now we can attack with Drake. And we go Aeronaut. And at this point, I trade a Thopter for a Shaman, which is pretty acceptable. Or not. So next turn I can swing for 5 back, but he definitely has us at a bit of a race disadvantage. I probably block the husk. He can sack an assassin. Not exactly sure that matters. Otherwise I can just make a trade here, ditch the land. All right, let's make the trade. I don't think we need land anymore, so I can bottom that. Basically just looking for our stronger spells. Shrouding Mist is a decent one. Actually, Shrouding Mist is pretty good. So we don't even have to rush towards our... Like, now I can play Thief kind of comfortably. And I feel like... Could do Water Courser too, but I kind of like playing the Thief here. That's a pretty strong card. Yeah, it does not prevent death, does it? Two cards left in my opponent's hand. All right. Water Courser number 2 is actually interesting. Because I think the first one's going to trade with the Winnower. Otherwise, I'm just trying to draw like irregular War Oracle, Claustrophobia, Separatist Void Mage, Whirler Rogue. I mean, there's some definite cards I could like to draw here. I still think I bottom. I feel like there's better cards to draw. Like, granted, I could just get a land, but I'm probably okay with that. All right, I think the plan now is... Drake, swing. We drop Water Courser. We don't leave up Enshrouding Mist, but that's okay. It's offer trade for Guiltleaf Winnower. All right. Digging for some removal here, I'm guessing. See what he did with them. Bottom, so at least he didn't necessarily find what he was looking for, which is good. This is interesting. So he swings Husk, I think. And I probably do want to block now. He just sacks the assassin, but... Otherwise, I could just take 2, but that's also a little bit worrisome. Oh. Well. What did I do wrong? Oh, can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. I see. It's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I don't lose both my guys if I double block it. Alright. I think because I don't lose both my guys. Seems correct. Might as well scry now anyway. That's pretty good, actually. So, I think the play now is Claustrophobia on Husk. Sacked itself instead. Maybe he's got Macabre Waltz. Or he's like playing around me having some sort of enchantment synergy. Swing with the Scrapskin Drake. He should have actually been something I sideboarded out. I didn't think about that enough. So now we'll play Anointer. And we'll pass. I guess if his best play is that, it's not the worst. Oh, and he's got a Fettered Imp? Jeez. Scary. Alright, so I think we got to go on the defense plan now. Let's bottom that. Not good enough, I don't think. Maritime Guards, not bad, but not quite what we're looking for at the moment. So I think we pass and we leave up the Thunderclap Wyvern. And blocking plan is, I guess, Drake on a Thopter and Wyvern on an Eyeblight Assassin, and then we block Shambling Ghoul. We take 2 flying. Seems like an issue. Swinging with everything. All right. I think we still gotta kind of stick to the same plan here. So we play Wyvern. If I double block Assassin, he has to sack 2 guys to keep it alive. But it does prevent us the most damage. And even if he kills the Wyvern, he can't kill my Drake. Wish I hadn't Shrouding Mist up. That would be perfect here. I think we're going to have to deal with that 4/4 flying. So block here. Double block here. Let's see what he does about this. Maybe he sacks the 2 Thopters to keep it alive. But like I said, he only kills one of my guys then, which isn't quite as bad. We definitely got to dig for an answer for this. We have it in our deck, but it's either Anchor or Disperse. That's interesting. And he killed the Drake too, which I also find interesting. Guess we don't need the land now. Anointer number 2. Not the best. Alright, I guess we go Anointer, Guard, leave up in Shrouding Mist. And we'll swing with our Anointer. Fortunately, does not protect against Cruel Revival either. Gets back its Husk too. It's pretty good value for him. I can't deny it. Can't do anything about it either. Still think we're likely going to drop the Scrapskin Drake. We just took too much damage early, and I think that ultimately cost us quite a bit. War Oracle does not save us here. If I could give it haste, then it definitely would. Anchor similarly does not save us. So I guess it's GG's. Don't have to show him any more spells. So game 3, I am going to take out the Scrapskin Drake. It just, like I said, it really just made us take too much damage. The problem is our early blockers really suck against these Shambling Ghouls. I don't know what I can do about that. The Maritime Guard is good against him, but really nothing else. Maybe Nivik's Barrier? This card's not very good, though. Maybe we do play Scab. Do I want to mill myself? Not really. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And at least it's not... And actually, Screeching Scab can't be Cruel Revival. Alright, I guess. But neither can Scrapskin Drake. Ah, whatever. I'll take out the Drake. Scab is definitely better than Construct. On the play, I can maybe play more of a beatdown plan. Alright, let's try this out. I guess we keep. If we don't draw a blue mana, we're in some trouble, but just gotta hope. Next turn's a very important turn, but just hoping we can draw that land. All right, it's kind of sad, but it happens. All right. Fine making this trade since I can't do anything else. Getting a Death Toucher off the board's not bad. Another important turn. This is a big one. Really need that land. All right, we'll take it. We will take it. Unfortunately, still off blue, but blue is the more prevalent color in our deck in terms of our mana base. Getting blue there is huge. So, guess we swing both. I don't think I can get punished for that. If he'd had an impulse, he could have used it pre-attacker anyway. Why would he? I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, he could have... I don't understand why... Why would he have waited? Yeah, I mean... I guess because he had impulse, my attack doesn't make sense, but at the same time, that actually just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you wait on fiery impulse? I don't get it. Yeah, so that's kind of a... My mind just exploded there. Like, I'm never going to understand that. Why would you wait until... It's not like my Anointer staying back would make any sense. I don't get it. All right, this is an important turn here. If we draw our blue mana, we're way ahead on the board. Wow, that was huge. So I guess if he holds up on stuff like that. Yeah, we're definitely far ahead on the board now. And we have the answer for big threats. We're going to take this because we can crack back for quite a bit more. And like I said, we're very much ahead on the board at the moment. If he has Eyeblight Massacre, Yeah, that'd be rough. That's interesting. Alright, it's pretty rough, but guess we just still pump here in case he's got another impulse. Still ahead on the race, especially with this follow-up. I'm not going to use claustrophobia on a ghoul because we're ahead on the race. I'd rather save it for a bigger threat. He did get to gain life there, though, which is an issue. Alright, claustrophobia on that definitely seems in order. Cullblade does not matter. So I got one card left, and it's a Brute. Alright, Brute's a little bit of a threat, but I think we're still pretty good on this race here. No cards left in hand. Not exactly the draw I wanted to do, but I couldn't use Starfish because I still needed it as a blocker. So if I use Claustrophobia on Imp, I guess I still can't bash with Whirler Rogue. Oh, I guess I kind of can. It's a bit awkward, though. It is a bit awkward. But not getting in on... Well, no, actually, I guess that's okay. Well, this is tough now. This is pretty tough. This is a tough spot. If I swing with Thopters, I don't think he blocks with Imp. So then I Claustrophobia Brute. But then I just have bad blockers for his guys. Not horrible blockers, though. Cullblade's getting big, which is a problem. I can't win the race if I get aggressive here. That's the main issue is I can't win this race. Like, if I swing with Rogue, if I Claustrophobia Imp, swing with Rogue and Thopters, or what if I Claustrophobia Brute, swing with Rogue and Thopters? I get him for 5, he goes to 4. He can only crack back for 6. I can block Ghoul, so I take 4. All right, maybe I do have to, I guess. All right, let's Claustrophobia Brute. He can't use Imp anyway. I guess that's definitely important to note. I should have paid attention to that. So then we just swing here. He doesn't even have good blocks. All right. We want to use the Anointer, I think, though. Am I going to need it as a blocker, though? I guess I would like to block Cullblade, but then I don't have lethal next turn. Two, 4, 5, 6. He can only crack back for 6. I think we do get in our damage here. All right. That's not quite a top deck that beats us. No attacks. Well, that one doesn't make sense to me, but I like it. Watercourser is actually fine. Another blocker seems exactly like what we need. Much better than a land draw. So now we go land. I think we actually just play this the safest. The safest way to play this is well, these guys don't do me much good, though. I think we do get in with Whirler Rogue for 3. And then I only have 2 blockers, but both my blockers are pretty good. So, all right. Tap our 2 Thopters. Rogue gets in. And we do want to get in for the full 3. Because then our Thopters have him next turn if he deals with the Whirler Rogue. So we get in for 3. He goes to 1. We're at 10 with 2 blockers versus his board. He does have outs, I'm sure, but what I like about this play is, hope that doesn't mean he just won. Oh, he conceded. I was going to say, good games. I just beat you. So did I do the best lines there? I mean, I left myself 2 blockers. So say he swings with everything. I block Ghoul. I take 4. I'm still at 6. Let's say he has removal for Watercourser. He swings everything. I block Ghoul. I take 6. I'm still at 4. Let's say he has an answer for Thopter, so I can't use Whirler Rogue anymore. I guess that would actually be a decent play for him. But then he's at 1, so he still has to kind of play it safe. I don't know. I was going to scry away the planes, draw a free blade, which wouldn't have been that good on this board, to be honest. All right, well, regardless, we got the victory. We'll see you in round 2.